Dear Mr. Hamacek, dear Ms. Bilgehan, dear Mr. Philippot, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I cannot be with you in Prague today. I assure you that I hold your work in the highest regard precisely because I consider the role of public service media as a vital component of a thriving democracy. In an age which has seen the astonishing proliferation of media sources thanks to much lower dissemination costs and highly competitive business models, the importance of the public media is paradoxically more important than ever. Indeed, despite the competition, well-funded and appropriately independent public media remain the best at providing quality content and valuable information. The increase in the available media sources therefore does not in itself put at risk the function of public service media. On the other hand, public service media does come under pressure when the subventions allocated to it are cut considerably or when governments interfere with the editorial policy. Unfortunately, various countries across Europe have seen at least one of these phenomena affect their public media over these last years. I have and will continue to advocate responsibility from politicians to maintain sustainable levels of funding and refrain from undue interference. The European Parliament, through various resolutions, calls on the member states to end political interference regarding the content offered by public service broadcasters. In order to retain its political and economic independence, the public sector must continue to be shielded from the constraints of advertising-based financing. This is why the European Parliament has reminded member states to provide appropriate and stable funding for public service media. The EU must also play its part in ensuring that public service media functions in a healthy environment and continues fulfilling its function for society. Therefore, at EU level, the Audiovisual Media Services Directive governs EU-wide coordination of national legislations on all audiovisual media and has established several crucial principles for a safe, pluralistic and open audiovisual media landscape in Europe. Guaranteeing the independence of national media regulators is one of the main goals of the EU coordination. The public service media itself is not exempt from responsibility. Its very nature requires of it to constantly put quality content and useful information at the very forefront of its concerns. The temptations to deal with difficult periods by parking these fundamental missions or falling in line with what the government believes is appropriate are often great and sometimes succumbed to. I would like to end therefore by making an important plea to all of you present. Live up to your respective responsibilities. You are, in a perhaps less visible but yet fundamental way, part of the system which helps democracy thrive. Your role is therefore crucial, noble, and all the more topical in these times of big changes. I wish you all a very productive 2 days.